inside. Ball one.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. That pitch gets the corner. No balls, two strikes. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. We go to the bottom of the first. Pitching in our game today, Paul Skeens. Digging in, Bobby Witt Jr. Slice to right, fair ball. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That misses the zone. Ball one. In the air to left center. Yelich on his way over. He's got it. And there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. And here's the first baseman, Albert Pujols.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
This one high in the air to left center. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. That one pulled foul. Here comes the 0-1. Ball. Ball three. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. No advance. 3 balls and a strike. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. In the air, center field. Sandberg gets under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Denver, now it's the right fielder, Roberto Clemente. on the ground. Marte tosses to first. One out in the second. Way out front for strike two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Second inning here. No score. Good job to fight that one off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And the 0-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
The 0-2. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Rob Dibble on the pitch here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Right side. There's one and two. What a play. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Infield shifted to the pull side. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Daniel Palencia. Out towards right center field. Clemente should have this one. And that's the inning. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Ivan Herrera. He represents the go-ahead run.
Ball, that's outside.
And Ryan Weathers is coming on. The 1-1. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Ball.
Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the third. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Emilio Pagan. Now into the ball game on defense, Paul O'Neill. He takes over as the new first baseman. Roy Campanella stepping in now. 1-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
0-2 now as he swings through it. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. One down. And now, Sean Figgins. He's 0 for 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
The 1-2. Next offering is outside. Stays alive. The winning run on second base. Hard liner. And this one looks like trouble. Here comes Witt around third. Across is the winning run, and they walk it off.
So exciting to see it.
I got that Frank. God got my back, you with me, he cranked that yank. I said, nah, ain't no gon' stop me from shining. Gotta do it all in God's timing. Hate to keep reminding, I can't do it if it ain't aligning. No bother if the money ain't chiming. I said, nah, ain't no gon' stop me from shining. Gotta do it all in God's timing. Hate to keep reminding, I can't do it if it ain't aligning. No bother if the money ain't chiming. Let me tell you what got me about it. Yeah, let me tell you what got me about it. Damn it. Yeah. I said I pull up in that peanut butter on that leather with the hot jam. Remember when I had to tote that horn and marching band? Now I'm marching through Japan, thumbing through them bands. I double down on it, bet my crown on it. That you cannot pull it down from me, cause I deserve the splurge whenever I urge the purge. But I heard that you capping down. Wait a minute, who you talking to? I got your birth certificate, you know I fathered you. Just because I'm shining doing my thing, you mean it bothered you? You was barbecue. I'm so sorry that my ascension at life is hard.
Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. And today's starting pitcher, Jose Soriano. Just about ready to roll. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Third baseman, number 19, Bo Bichette.
And we are underway. That's out to center field. And there's one away. All right, Singy, let's chat about team names in the GBL. They're a little different than what we're used to.
Well, we don't have a team called the Pinheads in Major League Baseball, that's for sure.
Pinheads is a good one, but don't forget about the Singers, the Whales, and the Lemurs.
Where else in the
Yep,
world
that
can
ball
you
went out.
find a whale squaring off with a lemur? It's just another example of why the GBL rules.
Check swing went around. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. So here's Robert now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Got him. Third out. Back here at Coors Field. And today's starting pitcher, Al Leiter. Leading off, Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, number 7, Bobby Witt Jr.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Liner snagged at first.
Ball.
Sliced hard but foul. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Off the rocks and out of here. A home run. That one felt good. One down. Albert Pujols will hit next. And he grounds one to the right side. Simeon. Throw to first in time. There's a strike. And downstairs.
That's ball 2.
Strike 2. And down on strike. Back here in Denver, now it's the DH, Gary Sheffield. Right through there for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Two down, nobody on. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second, Joe Jimenez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Out to short. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Ketel Marte up to the plate. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Just missed. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Fielder, Fernando Jr.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Coors Field, digging in, James Wood.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Joan Duran.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one at triple digits. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Fights it off, you'll see another. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Hey!
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Baldwin in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
They say a solo shot won't beat you, but that definitely doesn't apply in a 3-inning game. That often can be all you need, and that was the case here in this one.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
God jump up to this non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy. What's on the done of a ground? Here, bunch of man to me all a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting on. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, how will you get it from? Knock on your Would you be more than time to take your hand and lead you to the promised land? Me 20-foot dive on. All you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfy your emotion. Hotter for the press, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no got time no rust. Thin smooth and precious like she never get a cut. Instant expand, I've got to all and pull up. Giddy up, me I forget to is a mouse. Think I'll walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in me everything. But up on that all, you no look for them way. You look good enough against no matter what I can say. Put on your clothes, it's like a display. Man, I swear and I steer about night and day. Would you be my only and the woman they say? We can just smile on her face and say, she want a man for do the work, not one for play. I'm a rattan man, she says she want one for stay. And would you wanna walk like a champion, act like a champion? What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me got the thing where you want wait man. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, how will you get it from? Now find your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, why? I sing, oh man, I want to settle down, really start a plan to how you look, I come to one conclusion. Wow, you supposed to know the work, supposed to full of action. Music I play, your waist and wristband. Non-stop sticking just like a time bomb. Are you every man walk? Put your want and all I walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Not find your entrance, pam pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me got the thing where you want wait man. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, how will you get it from?
Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Cairo Cats going up against the Wind Surge. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Today's starting pitcher, Nolan McLean. Just about to get started, Troy Tulowitzki now at the plate.
Number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Albert Pujols.
This one in the air, right field. And it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Comes up empty.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. Back here at Coors Field. And on the hill today, Trey Yesavage. Mauricio Dubon. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. Digging in, Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, number 7, Bobby Witt Jr.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And a good start to the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they...
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Base hit! Hayes fires it in, and they hold him at third as the first run of the game is 90 feet away with no outs. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Albert Pujols, the next to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Strike in there. No throw, safe at second. Lined into right. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Tanner Scott.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the air, right field. Doyle moving under this one. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 2. 1 out man at first. Here's Mike Trout. In the air, left field, Dubon on the move, and there's 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Center field. Hayes moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here in Denver, here's Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Hey!
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Stays alive. Got him looking, and he strikes out the side here in the second.
Now pitching.
Eric Lauer into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swinging a foul out of play. Got it. One up, one down.
Batting eighth, third baseman,
Foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Hayes on his way over. And there are 2 down. Roy Campanella stepping in now. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Tulo in position. And that's the inning. Back here at Coors Field, here's the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
batting ninth.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Ball one.
Hayes gets his lead at first with nobody out. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next, Troy Tulowitzki. That one in triple digits.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0 win can sort of feel like a mini blowout. Nice job to jump ahead, and a great job by the pitching staff to shut them out.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream.
from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. The show has playoff action coming your way. It's the Liechtenstein Whales going up against the Wind Surge. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starter, Tarik Skubal. Ready to go, Cedric Mullins now at the plate.
Center fielder, number 31, Cedric Mullins.
And we're underway in Denver. Swings through that high fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
Outside with a breaking ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Just settling in here at Coors Field. The 0-1. And that is out of play. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Pete Alonso.
Just
Outside,
missed
that's
with
the ball.
that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And starting in this one, Sonny Gray. Digging in, Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, number 7, Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey!
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Batting second, center fielder, Sean
That clips the corner. Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Albert Pujols will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out towards left center. Mullins on his way over. He's got it. And that is the inning. Back here in Denver, we move ahead to the top of the second now. David Ortiz digs in now.
Hey!
There's the strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Swinging a foul out of play. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Hit in the air, right field. And there's 2 down. Now here is Jose Bautista. Strike 2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning. Ken Singleton getting ready to hit.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Ripped towards third. Toss to Alonso. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Ball, that's upstairs. Ball, that's outside.
No score here in the 2nd. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Darren O'Day. Here's Ketel Marte. That one to first. Alonso steps on the bag. That's it out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece.
base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Jose Ramirez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Fastball for a strike. Got him looking. That ends the inning. Back here in Denver, now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Billy Wagner gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Just missed. Got him swinging for the K. Top of the zone for a strike and an even 100. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Looking to get the tying run on base.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that is the ball game.
These 3-inning games often come down to who scores first. They found a way to push one across and hold on for the win.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah.